Hello there, my name's Vince from My Mate Vince, and welcome to my very first Christmas Advent Repair-a-thon. This is day one. I'm going to be trying to fix an item and film an item every single day between now and Christmas. So that should be 24 fixes or attempted fixes in 24 days. It's going to be quite a challenge because today is November the 30th. I haven't really prepared for this very well, but I will do my best to give you 24 videos in 24 days. Now let's get straight into it. The very first item is going to be a popcorn maker, so it should be interesting. We're going to be looking at this popcorn maker. So recently I've always liked popcorn, but the stuff you buy that you kind of heat up in a bag in a microwave apparently has a coating on the bag which isn't very good for you, and although it does taste amazing, it's not supposed to be very good for you. So I've been actually trying to make just normal popcorn myself, and I put it in the microwave and then I put it on for about 3.5 minutes or so, and then it comes out. I put a little bit of salt on it and I really quite enjoy it. The only problem with the microwave is it's very hit and miss. Sometimes I can kind of burn it very easily. So I've seen this popcorn maker here and it's faulty. It says here faulty, no power. I've turned it on for about 2 minutes and I can't feel anything getting warm in here whatsoever. There's a little switch just here on this side. Everything looks new. It doesn't really look like this has had much use. So I'm thinking it should be a fun one. So this is how you measure, or you can put butter in there and you can put it there and it will heat up while it's heating everything else. I think it will start to melt the butter. So yeah, let's get it over to the mat and see if we can find out what's wrong with it. My Vincey prediction is going to be that it's a faulty switch just here. But let's see. Right, I can see a screw here. I can see 2 screws here and 2 screws in here. Let's undo all of them and see if it comes apart. Of course, I am unplugged. Right, those screws are slightly different, so I have to keep the screws separate. Now, I hope it's not an element fault, because if it is, and they're different, if it is, then I'm not going to be able to fix it. And the price of the item would be cheaper to just buy another one, I think, rather than source an element. Oh, we're here already. We're out. Okay, now. We've got a safety thing here. I bet you this has gone. This is going to be one of those thermal fuse type things, I'm sure of that. Let's go across here, continuity. I bet that's gone. Right. Oh, yes, it hasn't gone. The Vincey prediction of the switch might be correct then. Right, so that comes out there. So there's going to be an element underneath that, I think. How do I get this out? It's going to be held in by this, isn't it? Is there any way of loosening that off? Oh, we've got a little circuit board with a motor down in here. Interesting. I really need to be able to feed this through. Don't quite. Oh, is it? I think I've come across one of them before. When it pushes in, it clamps shut. I think I'm going to have to. Let's try to spin that back round. I think I'm going to have to try to loosen that up, otherwise that's not going to come out. I'll take these off. Ah! It burns! Here it comes. See, once I take it out of here, I should be able to then loosen it off completely. There you go. Can you see now? Boom, we're off. So that just clamps on there. I don't know where I've come across one of them before, but I've come across it. So now we should be able to feed this through. Okay, so it goes down to the switch here on 2 contacts. So we can reach in here. Can you see deep in here? We've got the switch. So let's see if the switch is faulty. It's just down there. In fact, can I? No. Either way, you're not going to see it. So let's reach in here. Again, continuity. And let's see if the switch is actually conducting. Right, I think I'm on it. No, I'm not. Hold on. Right, can't hear anything there. Let's turn it on. Oh, I still can't hear anything. I think it is the switch. So let's try to pry it out. There we go. Right, now let's give ourselves a little bit more room and then we can have a look at the circuit in a minute. Now, let's see if it is the switch. Oh no, the switch is working. What? Oh, switch is working. Well, why wasn't it working when I went across them before? Why is it not? Oh, it's because I was on there. I know. I must have just been on the rubber. Right, switch is definitely working, so it's not that. Ah, okay. Can I feed that through? Let's see, it's got one of those little tabs on it that you have to press in order to take off, I think. Yeah, just at the back here, you see. So I'm going to press that in, and now that will come off. So the one with the no insulation is by the on. And I have to do this the same with that one. Right, let's bring it back, let's bring it through. And now, I should have plenty of room to work. So I'm going to put it back on. There and there. Now let's see what there is. So we have power. Power comes into here and goes straight to the board. Power goes to here and goes through the switch up to here. We know all this is working, and then it comes back on the red to here. So basically we should have power between the plug and these points here. So let's double check that. So if we went live here, it's going to be going right the way through to here, which it is. And then if we go to neutral, it's going to be coming up here. Yeah, because that's direct anyway. So then it comes down to here. What have we got? So that's just insulating it. We have a motor. So what is the motor doing? The motor must be, is there some sort of fan under here? I don't know what a popcorn maker actually does. Let's undo these three screws, because I'm curious as to what's happening now anyway. In fact, where is the element here? Where's the massive element? Where's it getting its heat from? I'm really confused. Ah, right, okay, this is the element here, wow. This is the element here. Dear me, that looks iffy, doesn't it? Okay, well let's try the element then. So I think this is just a standoff, so it's not directly touching this. Looks like it's had some use. You're not supposed to put butter or anything in here. Just the corn itself. Oh, hold on a minute. Wow. Well, that's melted. Wow, that's melted very nicely, hasn't it? But that should still be spinning even though it's melted. It's DC 24 volts. So where's the step down? How does this thing step down to 24 volts? DC, we've got diodes here to turn it into, they must be working as a bridge rectifier. But what is it that's making it 24 volts rather than mains? Because we have mains coming into here. The inductors aren't going to reduce the voltage down, are they? Oh, is it working as a, are the inductors working as a buck converter? Oh, and look at all the burning here. Can you see that? Look, it's all charred. So this is overheated massively. All right, well let's see if we've got a maybe that's a thermal fuse there. Maybe that's gone. I think we're not going to be able to fix this because clearly I haven't got a fan here, and that's no longer going to be acting as a fan because most of the, I mean, it would be partially acting as a fan. Let's just go to continuity. Let's see what we have. So we're going between here and here. Let's see if the element's okay. Yeah, 41 ohm through the element. So that element's going there. So there's another element on the inside though. Another element inside. So the bigger wires. Yeah, thermal fuse has gone, look. Can you see we've got it here? But we haven't got anything here. So the thermal fuse is gone. And then this looks burnt here. I wonder, do we have anything here? Oh, here and here, I think. Oh, I think the elements are okay. So the thermal fuse is gone because you can see it heated up and burnt. And did it heat up and burn? Well, that's what melted the fan. Why did it heat up and burn? Is it because it's shorted against here? But this isn't conductive, is it? So it shouldn't matter if the element touched against here. Oh, I don't know. Let's see if the motor's actually working. Let's get 24 volts, and I'm just going to put it on here for my bench power supply. Do you know what? 18 volts is fine. Doesn't matter which way I put it. I don't think so. Let's just see if that's going to spin. Well, no, it's not spinning on 18 volts. Okay, let's go up to 24. It should have been spinning on 18 volts. 23. I hope I don't blow anything else on here. Okay, let's go this way. That could be normal though. That's just, you know, the leads. Let's put that one on here. Why is that not spinning? It's not drawing anything that way. When I go this way, it's drawing 0.8 off of it. It's gone into constant current. I suppose I could up the current, but it's 0.8 off an amp. That should work, surely. Okay, I'm going to up the amps. 1.7 amps now. Try to go there. Let's go the other way. No, it doesn't like it there. Give it a turn. I am very confused. Let's go higher on the current. 2.8 amps. Nothing. Well, to me, the motor also looks like it's burnt out. I don't really want to go any higher than that because I don't want to damage the rest of the circuit, you see. Unless I was just to take the motor out, which I could do. So I think from the very beginning, the failure point was the motor wasn't turning. So there was no air circulated, and then it melted, and then this cut out. So even if I fix this, which I can do, I have got them. Maybe not that one, but I have got them. The motor's not turning. So I think what we'll have to do is, let's take the motor out and try to get the motor working to begin with. So I'm going to have to undo this one here and this one here. And hopefully then I can test it out of circuit, because I'm worried about putting power in case I blow these diodes. I might have blown them already. Look at that. Oh, that was a nice one. Look at that. Perfect tube. Even though these are massive, it's not really draining much heat away because you see the board's very small. There's not a lot of heat in the board. That's nice. Came off a lot easier than I thought it would. Well, I think to make it easy for myself, I'm going to undo this. Hello? Oh, hi Margot, how you doing? Whoa, 1 minute. I'm just going to put you on speakerphone because my audience don't believe that you actually contact me. So yeah, 1 minute, because I'm just filming at the moment.
I'm begging you, Vince. Come out with me and my A-list celebrity friends and party all night.
I'm really sorry. No, I've got to fix a popcorn maker.
Is a popcorn maker more important than me and Liz Hurley?
Yeah, no, it is really important. Yeah, like, very important, yeah. A lot of people, they need their popcorn makers fixing.
Please, Vince.
Yeah, I've got to go.
I'm begging you, Vince.
I've got to go now.
Please, Vince.
Yeah, bye. It's a hard life being a top YouTuber. In demand, you see. Just need my attention. Right, let's see what's happening with this motor, because I now think that this was the original fault on it. Motor, what are you going to do? So, I mean, look, yes, it's grating, but that should still turn, and I can see it turning in here. So now, let's put, in fact, we can put it here. We will be able to hear it. So, let's go on to here. It should turn either way on my bench power supply. It shouldn't make a difference. It's DC, so it should turn one way, then the other way when I put my meter. So I've got 23 volts on it, a huge amount of amps, 2.8 amps. Let's see what's happening. Nothing. There's nothing there. So the motor itself has gone. It's not doing anything, yeah? In fact, I can put it on here now. And let's see. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, there we go. Kickstarted it. It doesn't like it though. It's gone again. Go on. I mean, it says 24 volts here. Let me up more amps. Let's see what's happening. Ah, there we go. Nah, but can you hear? It ramps up. Now we've got it. Now we've got it. Jesus. Whoa. Thought that was going to take off. Now we've got it. Right, let me tell you what the problem is here. This hasn't been used in ages since it's been made, and the motor has just got oxidized where the brushes are on it, and now I've freed it up. Look at that. Now listen. Now it's freed itself up. In fact, I bet you I could go down to whatever it was, 18 volts now. I can smell a bit of burning. 18 volts and it still work. Yeah. That's 18 volts and it's working really well. Let me go right the way down. I'm going to go to 10 volts. So 100% we've proved what the fault is. I don't think I'm going to be able to really get this working reliably because of that. But we've proved what it was. Let me show you this now. Let me just go down the amps as well. I'm going to go right the way down to 1 amp because that was at 3 amps. So I'm at 1 amp now. And if you have a look here, DC voltage, I'm down at 10 volts. I bet it still works even at this. You see there, 9.8 volts. Right, we proved what the problem was. It was a motor that had just not seized up. There you go. And the other way. Yeah. It's dirt. It's dirt on the inside because it wasn't used. I reckon this probably was made maybe a few years ago and not touched since, and the motor was just seized up, and there's no way, not seized up, oxidized, and all you have to do is move it a bit, but there's no option to move it because this is all hidden away. What can I do here? I think the answer is nothing. What a shame. And it's still going to create a bit of a fan. Okay, this next bit probably takes me about 30 minutes, so I'm just going to fast forward through it and you can listen to some nice music. I'm going to try to melt the fan back into a position where it was before. So this fan is like a flat little circle with a load of uprights on it, and it's the uprights which is actually creating the winds when it's spinning. A lot of these uprights are now completely flat because clearly the motor hasn't been spinning, yet the element's working fine, so it's just heated up and heated up and heated up and completely melted the fan because there's no air circulating anywhere. Now, is it going to be as good as it was originally? No, but if I can get it back into some sort of shape where it's working as a fan, then it still might work as a popcorn maker once we change out that thermal fuse. So I'm using my hot air at 450 degrees Celsius. This thing is quite hard to actually melt, and an airflow of about 140 out of a possible 200. And because it's plastic fumes are very bad for you, I've got my little extractor fan on, and it's hopefully sucking away any of the poisonous fumes.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow only golden, 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 golden things. Mountain laurel high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird wing. Golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things. Gold hair, gold rings, gold leaves, gold anything, golden, I'll follow only golden, golden, golden things.
Look at that. I think that's okay. I think that is going to provide a breeze. The only thing is, it's going to be slightly off-centre and it's going to be noisy. Let's hear what it sounds like. Remember, this is only 10 volts. Hopefully it won't go flying off. Yeah, I can feel a breeze. Okay, now let's go the other way. You can see the motor's fixed now. Again, I can feel the breeze. I don't know how I can prove that to you. There you go. Can you see? So this is sucking it in, I think. Yeah, this is it sucking it in? I'm not sure. There you go. Right. Let's have a look at this thermal fuse. Right, thermal fuse, let's see what you are. Now, a thermal fuse is crimped on because often the breaking point of them is less than solder. I'm not really sure how this has been done. Let me take a picture, just so I know where to put it back. Oh, leave me be, I haven't fixed it yet. I think this is just wrapped around here, you know. There we go, you can see it's wrapped around. There's going to be the same on this one here, I think. There we go. Right, let's see what this fuse is. Right, TF192 Celsius, W4 192. So, yeah, let me see if I've AUPOBF, I think. Let me Google that, see what it is. Right, what they are is the AUPO space BF192, because this one here is a thermal fuse with a cutoff of 192. They have 5 of them on eBay for £2.82, which is not a lot of money, but it's from China. I'm going to have a look, see what thermal fuses I've got, to see if there's anything close. I'm just trying to think. I might just put in any old thermal fuse for the moment, just to see how noisy it's going to be. If it's like, then I know it's fully not fixable. But if that was relatively quiet, it is something I think I would use myself, because I wouldn't leave it unattended. And if this was to go up in flames again, I mean, you know, what's going to go wrong with it? Yeah, this isn't going to cool properly, and then it's going to heat up and the thermal fuse is going to blow. But I'm going to be there anyway, so I don't think it would go up in flames in 3 minutes or 4 minutes, however long it takes to cook the popcorn. I would never leave it unattended, and clearly I'd never sell it. So I think I'm going to find, see what thermal fuses I've got, see if there's any, even if it's less, you know, even if it's 180 or something, I'll stick it in. It just means it's going to blow easier than this one here. Then if it works well, I can buy the proper one, and it means I might be able to finish up the video today, and you know you would trust me to put the correct one in anyway. If, of course, it works. Otherwise, I won't waste my money on it. Okay, always the way. I've just gone through my whole box of parts thinking I had loads of thermal fuses, because I know I fixed them on coffee machines, bread makers, numerous different things, and I can only find 2 bags. Anyway, this one here is TF. So the 41 is TF 192 degrees Celsius. This is TF 104, so that's definitely way too low. But this is TF 172. So this is 20 degrees Celsius less than that one. So I'm going to go with this one. It may burn out on the very first use, or it may be okay. So if you have a look here, you can see TF172. There are other things to go by as well. Like there's like a constant temperature, the temperature it breaks at. I'm not sure, there's 3 different things to do with them. But I'm just going to pop this one in just to see. Now, I'm going to see if I can kind of crimp it in like the last one, then I don't have to worry about solder. And, you know, if I'm happy with it, I'll buy one. It's not a problem. So I need to get it between here and here. So hopefully I'll be able to get this in without soldering it, then I don't have to worry about using pliers or something as a heat sink to get all the heat away. Because if I just solder this on like this, it will burn out. They burn out quite easily, it's happened to me before. But if I wrap it around here and then try to kind of crimp the terminals back down over it, I think it should be just fine. Right, okay, well, that's been back on there and back on there. Let's see if we've got continuity between it now. We should do. We do. So I think we soldered the motor back in, and let's see if we can pop some popcorn with this. So I'm putting this back together now. It is just a reversal taking it apart, but you know what? It is fiddly, 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 fiddly. In fact, one of the hardest bits is the 2 screws at the bottom. They go through 2 posts, but you can't see what you're screwing into, and there's no room to maneuver much around the inside. It actually takes me about 15 minutes to try to line up the screws. It's infuriating, but it's not interesting to watch. And I know there's plenty of other videos that you want to watch, so I'm just whizzing through this now. But anyway, now hopefully you will see that when I turn it on, there should be some sort of heat being generated. Right, I think it does say do not put it on without any kernels in it, but I just can't see why that would make such a massive difference. I'll tell you what we'll do. If it's to like drain away a little bit of heat, let's stick this bit of foil in here. Hope it doesn't all become electric. There shouldn't be any fault on that anyway, should there? You know, everything looks like it's insulated. I'm going to get the thermal cam and I'm going to turn it on here, and then let's see if it's heating up any bit at all. If it is, I'll quickly turn it off and we'll get some corn in, and let's see if we can get some popcorn out of this thing. And if it's not ridiculously noisy, I will buy one of those thermal fuses. I don't even need to solder it in, I can just wrap it around, which was nice. Now, is it going to go bang? Let's see, let's get everything ready. Fleur is ready. That's how quick this thing is. Now, I'm going to plug it in. Let's see if it's off. We're off at the moment. I'm going to plug it in. Okay, didn't trip the electrics, which is good. Now, I'm going to stand up. You can see what it looks like now. That's just reflective at the moment. Let's turn it on. Oh! I can already feel it getting hot. I can already smell it. Hopefully you can see. That's crazily hot already. Look at that. You can see. Oh, it does smell a little bit burny, I'm not going to lie, but I don't think this has ever been used, so maybe that's normal to begin with. Let's get some popcorn in. I'm not convinced that this is actually going to be able to make any corn. It's very, very hot, so maybe it's just going to burn out the elements straight away. But at least the fan, you can hear the fan, which is good. Okay, I opened up the popcorn. Of course, the bag split everywhere, so I've had to tape it up. Anyway, I've got it there, but check this out. I put in, the original one was 192 degrees Celsius. I put in 172 degrees Celsius, and listen to this. Alexa, what temperature does popcorn pop at?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, popcorn pops at about 355 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius.
Now, do you see how that's a problem? 180 is already above what my thermal fuse is rated at. But remember, my thermal fuse is at the bottom. The heat will hopefully rise, so it might not actually get that hot below. I mean, if it does go at around 180, they haven't left much leeway with a 192 degree thermal fuse. So maybe this just, well no, it was the motor here that was faulty, wasn't it? Right, 1 second now, let's take this off. This is going to go everywhere. Hold on, let's balance that. I'll take this off. Put this in here. Actually excited. Just worried because it got so warm so quick that I can just see a melting issue very, very quickly. But look, I'm on a handheld cam here, so I can easily turn it on there. I can easily basically run away, unplug it and run away. Right, here we go. Turn it on now. Let's see what. Oh, it's on the move. Oh, they're spinning. It's on the move. There we go. Ah, so look, the air's circulating there, isn't it? The hot air. And this is getting warm here. That would be able to melt butter after a while. I can actually see red glowing on the inside, which is a bit worrying. Oh my god, it's starting to pop! It's starting to pop! Whoa! Amazing! It spat out a seed. I got my first popcorn! Yes! Nice! Oh, look at it go! No way, that's crazy! Look at it! That's so good! Whoa! I love it! Oh my word. Right, maybe I shouldn't overdo it. Maybe I should leave it like that for the moment. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, a little bit cardboardy, but oh, nice, nice. Better than microwave, and there's no burning going on. That is insane. Right, let me unplug it. I didn't think it would work so quick. That's so good. Bear with me, that's very hot. I'm not sure how many seats have been left, but it doesn't matter, does it? Look at that. So what you can do is, when it cools down, you can take the rest of those out, leave the seeds in there, and let them pop next time. That is unbelievable. Right, I don't think that was too noisy. Clearly it worked. Whether it's going to keep on working, I don't know. But the very fact that you only have to heat it up for whatever that was, 1.5 minutes, if that, then I think it's going to be okay. So I'm going to buy the thermal fuses because they're not expensive. And I'm going to leave this one in it for the time being because it might well work fine. Maybe if I left it on for like 3 minutes until every single corn was done, it might burn out then. But if I just turn it off there, look at that, a massive bowl. I love it. Right, okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. I found that really, really interesting. So all because this has probably been left on the shelf somewhere without it being used before it was sold, and that motor didn't work because I think it had oxidized a bit. And then just by me twisting it and getting it going, you've seen how the motor came to life bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. And now, as long as it's in constant use, I think it will continue to work. Result. Seriously, how good was that for day one? It will probably only go downhill from now on, but I loved that fix there, and it seems to work really good. I loved it. I got a little bit overexcited, but that was genuine because I just didn't think it would work as well as it did. So yeah, happy days. Great first video, and I'm hoping day 2, 3, 4, etc. will be just as good. So I will see you again tomorrow with, fingers crossed, another successful fix.